Welcome to the Stoic Wisdom. What makes women fall in love? Is it just about looks, or is there something deeper at play? It's not about what you say, it's about how you make her feel. In today's video, we'll dive into the psychology of women, unlocking the secrets behind attraction, desire, and what truly captivates a woman's heart. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Women fall for emotion, not logic. While many men focus on impressing women with their knowledge, facts, and reasoned arguments, the truth is that women fall for emotion, not logic. Women are wired to connect through their emotions. If you can make her feel something, whether it's excitement, safety, or joy, she'll feel a deep, almost magnetic attraction toward you. On the other hand, if you focus too much on logical arguments, explaining yourself over and over, you'll often end up pushing her away. Women crave the feeling of connection, not just information. This is why emotional connection is the foundation of lasting attraction. Men often think they need to convince women through facts and reasoning. While these things matter, they are secondary. Women are more attuned to how they feel around you. Do they feel excited, understood, and secure? That's why building emotional depth is key. If you can trigger the right emotions, whether it's adventure, mystery, or comfort, she will become hooked on you. To master this, stop trying to convince her through logic and focus on creating emotional experiences. Chapter 2. The power of unpredictability. Predictability kills attraction. It's as simple as that. If you're always available and constantly consistent in your behavior, you will quickly lose a woman's interest. Women are naturally wired to seek out excitement and adventure. Predictability makes everything feel boring and routine, whereas unpredictability triggers an emotional response that keeps them intrigued and invested. Imagine going on a date with someone who always knows exactly what they're going to say, where they're going, and what they want. It's not exciting. But when you add an element of surprise to your actions, she's forced to pay more attention to you and wonder what will come next. Whether it's surprising her with a spontaneous activity, sending a flirty text without a response for hours, or doing something unexpected, uncertainty fuels attraction. The key to maintaining attraction is to create a sense of mystery and unpredictability, making her constantly curious about you. Chapter 3. Women are attracted to strong boundaries. A common mistake men make is thinking that being too available or constantly trying to please a woman will make her like them more. This couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is that women are drawn to men with boundaries, men who know what they will and won't tolerate. If you lack strong boundaries, you'll quickly be seen as weak, needy, or unworthy of her time and attention. Setting boundaries doesn't mean being harsh or unkind. It means showing her that you value yourself and that you won't compromise your beliefs or your time for anyone, no matter how attractive she is. This communicates a powerful message to her, that your life, time, and energy are valuable. Women are naturally attracted to men who stand their ground because it shows they have self-respect. By establishing boundaries, you signal that you're secure, confident, and capable of making decisions that benefit both of you. It's a trait that is highly attractive and necessary for maintaining healthy relationships. Chapter 4. Confidence is more important than looks. It's a harsh truth, but it's one that every man must accept. Women are more attracted to confidence than looks. While physical appearance might catch a woman's eye initially, it's confidence that holds her attention in the long term. Confidence is the foundation of attraction. It's the energy you project into the world that says, I know who I am, and I'm comfortable with it. When you exude confidence, you radiate a magnetic energy that women are instinctively drawn to. Whether it's the way you stand, the way you speak, or the way you carry yourself, confidence shows that you're a man of value and self-assurance. It signals to her that you're emotionally stable, capable of handling life's challenges, and not easily shaken by outside factors. Women gravitate toward men who don't second-guess themselves or get caught up in self-doubt. It's not about being arrogant or over the top. It's about believing in yourself and walking through the World with Purpose. Chapter 5. Women want to earn your attention. Women don't like it when a man is too eager to please. Over-attention can make you seem needy or desperate, which is an immediate turnoff. Instead, women are attracted to men who don't give away their attention easily. When you make her feel like she has to earn your attention, you create a challenge that makes her value you even more. This doesn't mean you should play mind games or act cold. It means you should maintain a healthy distance at times. Be a bit mysterious, hard to get, and make her work for your interest. When you give her space and don't rush into giving her all of your attention, you're signaling that you're not dependent on her for happiness. And this makes her want to be around you more. Earning your attention becomes a challenge that drives her interest, and soon she'll be doing whatever it takes to win your approval. Chapter 6. The silent attraction of presence. One of the most powerful forms of attraction is presence. A man who is truly present in a moment, who listens without interruption, gives her his full attention, and doesn't feel the need to constantly fill the silence, is incredibly attractive. Women value quality time over quantity time, and being present shows her that you value her in ways that words simply cannot express. When you give a woman your undivided attention, when you focus completely on her words, thoughts, and feelings, it creates an emotional bond. Presence is more powerful than anything you could say. It shows her that you are engaged, interested, and connected to her. It makes her feel heard, seen, and important in a way that constantly talking or over-explaining never will. This kind of emotional intimacy is the foundation of deep attraction. Chapter 7. Women are attracted to men who lead. Women are naturally drawn to men who take the lead, not in a controlling or dominating way, but in a way that shows confidence and direction. A high-value man doesn't wait for a woman to make all the decisions. Instead, he takes charge when necessary, whether it's deciding where to go on a date, choosing the restaurant, or setting the pace of the relationship. When a man leads, it makes a woman feel secure. She sees him as someone who knows what he wants, someone she can trust and rely on. This doesn't mean disregarding her opinions or desires, but rather having a clear vision and the ability to take decisive action. Men who hesitate too much or always ask for permission before making a move often come off as indecisive and weak, which is the opposite of what women find attractive. Leadership in a relationship isn't about control. It's about guiding with confidence, being responsible, and creating a strong sense of direction that makes her feel emotionally and physically safe. Chapter 8. Women respect men who can walk. One of the biggest mistakes men make is being afraid to lose a woman. This fear leads them to tolerate disrespect, bad behavior, and even toxic relationships, all in an attempt to keep her around. But the truth is, women respect men who have the strength to walk away when necessary. A high-value man is not desperate for validation. He doesn't stay in a situation that doesn't serve him, and he doesn't chase after a woman who isn't reciprocating his efforts. When a woman senses that you're willing to walk away rather than accept less than you deserve, she respects you more. She sees you as a man with self-worth and standards, someone who values himself enough not to beg for attention or approval. Ironically, when a man shows he's willing to walk away, it often increases a woman's attraction toward him. She sees that he is not dependent on her for happiness, and that he won't settle for anything less than a relationship built on mutual respect and admiration. Chapter 9. Women are drawn to mystery. One of the biggest killers of attraction is revealing everything about yourself too soon. Many men mistakenly believe that if they tell a woman everything about their past, their emotions, and their struggles up front, she will appreciate their honesty. But in reality, women are drawn to mystery. Mystery keeps her interested and intrigued. If she feels like she knows everything about you within the first few conversations, there's nothing left to discover. The excitement fades. However, when you reveal yourself slowly, sharing your thoughts, goals, and personality over time, she remains curious about you. Think of attraction like reading a great novel. If the author tells you everything in the first chapter, you have no reason to keep reading. But if the story unfolds gradually, keeping you hooked and engaged, you'll keep turning the pages. This is how attraction works. Don't reveal everything at once. Leave room for her to wonder, imagine, and chase. After you. Chapter 10. Women value emotional strength. Over physical strength, while being physically strong and fit is attractive, emotional strength is even more important. A man who is emotionally weak, who gets jealous easily, reacts impulsively, or needs constant reassurance will quickly lose a woman's interest. Emotional strength means being able to handle challenges, control your emotions, and stay composed under pressure. Women test men all the time, sometimes without even realizing it. They want to see if you can stay calm in difficult situations, or if you lose control at the first sign of stress. A high-value man is grounded. He doesn't let small setbacks ruin his day. He doesn't break down emotionally every time something goes wrong. Instead, he handles things with a level-headed, confident attitude, and that's incredibly attractive. Chapter 11. Women are attracted to men with passion and purpose. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a clear purpose in life. A man who wakes up every day with goals, dreams, and a passion for something bigger than himself is much more attractive than a man who simply drifts through life without direction. Having a strong sense of purpose shows a woman that you are ambitious, driven, and independent. It also signals to her that you won't become overly dependent on her for happiness, because you have your own life to focus on. Men who lack ambition often come off as lazy or uninspiring, which is a major turnoff. On the other hand, when a man pursues his passions with dedication, it's a magnetic trait that makes him instantly more attractive. Chapter 12. Women notice how you treat other people. Women don't just pay attention to how you treat them. They watch how you treat everyone around you. If you're rude to waiters, dismissive of strangers, or lack kindness in everyday interactions, a woman will see that as a red flag. On the other hand, if you are respectful, polite, and carry yourself with class, she will see you as a high-value man. Women respect men who have good character, not just those who act nice in front of them but treat others poorly behind the scenes. Your social intelligence, how you handle conversations, disagreements, and social interactions, plays a huge role in attraction. Women are highly observant. They will pick up on the small details and judge you based on how you handle yourself in different situations. Chapter 13. Women are drawn to men who challenge them. If a woman feels like a man agrees with everything she says and never challenges her, she'll quickly lose interest. Women respect men who have their own opinions and aren't afraid to challenge them when necessary. This doesn't mean being argumentative or rude, but rather having a strong sense of identity. Women find it boring when a man is too eager to please them at all costs. They appreciate men who can hold their own in a conversation and aren't afraid to disagree respectfully. Challenging a woman in the right way makes her think about you more. It creates a dynamic that keeps the interaction exciting and mentally stimulating. Chapter 14. Women want a man who makes them feel safe. Attraction isn't just about looks, status, or money. It's about how you make her feel. Women are instinctively drawn to men who make them feel protected, both emotionally and physically. A man who is calm under pressure, who stands up for himself and others, and who creates a safe emotional space for a woman will always be more attractive than a man who lacks these qualities. Chapter 15. The ultimate secret: be a man of integrity. At the end of the day, the most attractive trait a man can have is integrity. A man who is honest, trustworthy, and stands by his principles will always stand out. Women are drawn to men who are genuine, real, and unshakable in their values. Being a high-value man isn't about playing games, it's about being the best version of yourself. The secret psychology of women isn't about tricks or tactics, it's about being a man of depth, purpose, and strength.